The rain-slicked streets of Manhattan blurred past the taxi window as I clutched my phone. The screen glowing with a single unread message from my ex. Don't come back. Ever. My heart hammered like it was trying to escape my chest. Each beat a reminder that I'd just fled the life I thought was magnificent. Job. The whole suffocating script of normalcy. I was Ryan, 28. And in that moment, I wasn't sure if I was running from him or towards something I couldn't name. But the pull was magnetic. Terrifying. I stumbled into the lobby of the Elysium Hotel on West 57th. Soaked to the bone. My duffel bag dripping onto the Persian rug like tears I refused to shed. The air smelled of polished oak and fresh orchids. A world away from the sterile apartment I'd left behind. At the concierge desk, a man looked up Alex. His name tag said, and our eyes met. It wasn't just a glance. It was a collision. His hazel gaze held mine with an intensity that stripped me bare. Like he saw the fracture lines in my soul before I could hide them. Room for one? He asked, his voice low and steady, laced with a Midwestern warmth that cut through the storm outside. As he slid the key across the counter, his fingers brushed mine electric. Deliberate hand in that touch. I felt it, a secret uncoiling. Something forbidden and alive. Whispering that this city, this night, might just rewrite me. The elevator hummed upward, carrying me away from the lobby's golden glow and into the quiet hum of the 14th floor. My room, suite 1408. To be precise, was a sanctuary of crisp white linens and floor-to-ceiling windows overlooking the glittering chaos of Times Square. I dropped my bag, stripped off my wet shirt, and collapsed onto the bed, staring at the ceiling as if it held answers. Who was I without the man who'd promised forever but delivered only lies? I'd caught him with her as co-worker, and in that betrayal, the truth I'd buried for years clawed its way out. I wasn't heartbroken over a woman. I never had been. A knock at the door jolted me upright. Through the peephole, there he was, Alex. Out of uniform now, in a simple gray Henley that hugged his broad shoulders, holding a complimentary bottle of scotch and a towel. Heard you got caught in the downpour, he said when I opened the door, his smile crooked, eyes crinkling at the corners. 32. I guessed, with the kind of quiet confidence that came from carrying unseen weights. Thought you might need this. And maybe some company, if you're not too wrecked. I hesitated, water still dripping from my hair. But something in his stance open, unjudging, pulled me in. Wrecked is an understatement, I admitted. Stepping aside, he entered like he belonged, pouring 2 glasses with practiced ease, the amber liquid catching the lamplight. We sat on the edge of the bed, knees almost touching, and the words spilled out before I could stop them. The engagement, the cheating, the hollow ache of pretending to be someone I wasn't. Alex listened, really listened, his gaze never wavering. Sounds like you were living someone else's story, he said softly, swirling his glass. What if this rain washed that away? Gave you room to write your own? His hand rested on my knee then, light as a promise, and the air thickened with possibility. I leaned in, heart racing, and our lips met, tentative at first, then hungry, like we'd both been starving for this truth. That night blurred into a tangle of sheets and whispered confessions. His skin was warm against mine, calloused hands tracing paths I'd only dreamed of. But as dawn crept in, painting the room in soft pinks, Alex pulled back, his face shadowed. Ryan, he murmured, voice rough, there's something you need to know about me. It's not just a fling. It's bigger. He reached for his phone, hesitating, then showed me a photo, him, younger, arm around a man in a hospital bed, tubes snaking everywhere. My husband. He passed 2 years ago. AIDS complications. Back when we thought we had forever. The words hit like ice water. I sat up, the sheets pooling around us, staring at the man who'd just given me more than my body craved vulnerability. Raw and real. "I'm sorry," I whispered, but he shook his head, eyes glistening. "Don't be." He taught me love isn't safe, but it's worth every scar. Alex's fingers intertwined with mine, steady despite the tremor. "And you? You remind me it's possible again. But there's more. A secret from that time. One I carry like a ghost." He paused, the city waking below us, horns blaring faintly. I was his advocate, fought the system for his care. In the end, they covered it up as doctor falsified records to hide how badly they failed him. I have proof. Letters. Emails. It's why I work here, hiding in plain sight, waiting for the right moment to expose it. My mind reeled. This wasn't just a chance encounter. It was a crossroads. "Why tell me now?" I asked, voice barely above a breath. "Because you walked in looking like you'd lost your way. And in your eyes, I saw myself 5 years ago. Terrified, but ready to fight." He kissed my forehead, lingering. "Stay? Help me finish this. Or walk away. But know this, that key I gave you, it opens more than a door." I didn't walk. Instead, I pulled him close, our bodies aligning like puzzle pieces long separated. As we made love again, slower this time, infused with the weight of his words, I felt the stirrings of purpose. For the first time, I wasn't running, I was choosing. But secrets like that, they don't stay buried. They rise, hungry for light, and drag everything into the storm. By noon, we'd ventured out, the rain a distant memory under a crisp autumn sky. Central Park buzzed with joggers and vendors hawking hot dogs, leaves crunching underfoot in shades of fire. Alex pointed out his favorite bench, where he'd proposed to Jamie, his husband, under a canopy of cherry blossoms. He said yes with a laugh. Alex recounted, voice thick. Told me we'd beat the odds. We almost did. I squeezed his hand, the public gesture feeling both defiant and fragile in this city of strangers. We were two men, unapologetic, and for a heartbeat, it felt like victory. But as we looped back toward the hotel, my phone buzzed me again, this time with a photo me, kissing Alex in the lobby, snapped by some busybody guest. Freak. The caption read. Rage boiled up. Hot and immediate. Delete it, Alex urged. But I couldn't. It was a mirror to the hate I'd internalized for years. The reason I'd stayed in that sham relationship. This is what we're fighting, I said, voice steady for the first time. Not just your secret hours. That evening, in the hotel's underground speakeasy, we pored over his evidence. Yellowed letters from Jamie's family disowning him, redacted medical files stamped confidential, and a thumb drive of audio recordings, doctors admitting negligence, then backpedaling when lawsuits loomed. The hospital buried it. Alex explained, his face hardening. Paid off the family. Silenced me with a settlement I never wanted. But Jamie deserved justice. As the jazz trio played a haunting saxophone solo, I traced the lines of exhaustion on his face. We'll do this together, I promised, sealing it with a kiss that tasted of bourbon and resolve. Little did I know, the shadows were already closing in. The next morning brought a deceptive calm, sunlight streaming into the suite like a false ally. I woke to Alex's arm draped over me, his breath steady against my neck. And for a moment, I let myself believe in simplicity. But reality intruded with a call from the front desk, a VIP guest demanding discretion after last night's display. Alex's jaw tightened as he hung up. It's starting, he said, rolling out of bed to dress. Word spreading. We spent the day in hushed strategy, mapping out allies. Alex knew a journalist at the New York Times. A fierce queer woman named Lena who'd covered similar scandals. She's the one. He insisted, drafting an email from his laptop on the desk cluttered with room service trays. I watched him, mesmerized by the fire in his eyes, the same fire that had drawn me in. 32 years of quiet battles etched into every furrow, every determined line. By afternoon, we'd sent the first encrypted file, Jamie's chart. Unaltered. Screaming malpractice. Lena replied within hours, "This is dynamite. Meet me tonight." Neutral ground. Elation surged through us, mingled with fear. As we walked the High Line, the elevated park alive with urban wildflowers and distant skyline views, I confessed my own ghosts. I grew up in Ohio. I told him. Wind tousling our hair. Small town. Bible Belt. Dad called it a phase when he caught me with the neighbor boy at 16. Mom just cried. So I buried it, dated women. Climbed the corporate ladder. Told myself it was fine. Alex stopped, turning me to face him, thumbs brushing my cheeks. It's not a phase, Ryan. It's you. And you're brave as hell for seeing it now. His kiss was fierce, claiming, right there amid the tourists snapping selfies. A few stares, but we didn't care. In that defiance, I felt alive. Seen. Dinner was at a cozy bistro in Chelsea. Fairy lights twinkling overhead. The air rich with garlic and red wine. Lena arrived sharp-eyed, notebook in hand. Her presence commanding. Mid-40s. With silver streaks in her bob and a tattoo peeking from her sleeve, a rainbow infinity symbol. Show me everything, she demanded. And we did. Over plates of pasta that grew cold untouched. As she scrolled the drive, her expression darkened. This isn't just negligence, it's systemic. The doctor, still practicing. Hospital board full of old money queers like us were expendable. She leaned in, voice dropping, but exposing this. It'll make enemies. You ready for that heat, Alex? He glanced at me, hand finding mine under the table. More than ever. We parted with a plan. Lena would vet the docs, build the piece. But as Alex and I hailed a cab back to the hotel, my phone lit up again, not my ex, but an unknown number. A voice message, back off. Or your pretty boy's next. Static. Then a click. My blood ran cold. Who was that? Alex demanded. But I played it off. Heart pounding. I couldn't tell him not yet. Not when we'd just found this fragile piece. That night, tangled in each other, I held him tighter, memorizing the rhythm of his pulse, the way he sighed my name like a prayer. But sleep evaded me, the threat echoing in the dark. The following day cracked open with urgency. Alex had a shift, so I wandered the hotel's labyrinthine halls, nursing coffee in the atrium. That's when I spotted him, the VIP from the complaint. A silver-haired exec in a power suit, barking into his phone about reputational risks. Our eyes met. He smirked, mouthing "faggot" before turning away. Fury ignited, but I swallowed it, retreating to the suite. Alex returned at lunch, flushed from the rush. Guest services is buzzing, he said, collapsing beside me. Rumors about us. Management's watching. Yet his touch was gentle, igniting sparks as we shared a stolen hour. You're my anchor, Ryan, he whispered, lips trailing my collarbone. Don't let go. I didn't couldn't. But as we dressed for our meet with Lena's contact, a lawyer specializing in LGBTQ plus rights, the voice message replayed in my mind. Paranoia. Or prelude. The lawyer's office in Midtown was a fortress of files and rainbow flags. The man behind the desk. Marcus. Sharp as a scalpel. Viable case. He assessed. Glasses perched on his nose. But it'll take guts. Hospitals connected donors in high places. We left empowered. But the city felt watchful, shadows lengthening as dusk fell. Dinner was takeout in the room, fortifying ourselves with pad thai and plot twists. What if we go public first? I suggested. Fork midway to mouth. Human eyes, it's your story. Jamie's. Alex's eyes lit with possibility. Us. Together. Yeah. The kiss that followed was romantic. Urgent. Bodies pressing with the weight of unspoken vows. But midway, my phone buzzed another unknown, a photo of Alex. Leaving the hotel. Time-stamped minutes ago. Tell him. Or I will. Panic clawed my throat. I deleted it. But the damage festered. How long could I protect him from this? As we drifted to sleep, his head on my chest, I vowed silently, whatever came, I'd face it. For him. For us. But secrets have a way of multiplying. And mine was about to detonate. 2 weeks melted into a rhythm of stolen moments and simmering tension. The hotel became our world, mornings in the sweet, plotting exposés. Afternoons exploring the city's queer underbelly, Stonewall's hallowed halls, where ghosts of riots whispered resilience. Rooftop bars in Hell's Kitchen pulsing with laughter and longing. Alex's shifts blurred into ours. His uniform shed like a skin each night, revealing the man beneath, tender, fierce, utterly mine. Yet the threats escalated, shadows nipping at our heels. Anonymous emails now. Jamie died for a reason. Stay quiet. I shielded Alex, deleting them in the dead of night. But guilt gnawed. Ryan, the coward from Ohio, resurfacing. One evening, after a particularly grueling day, Alex fielding complaints from bigots, me dodging calls from my family probing my breakup, we sought escape in a drag show at a village club. Glittery queens commanded the stage, lip-syncing anthems of defiance. And for 2 hours, we lost ourselves in the roar. Back in the room, high on the energy, Alex pushed me against the door, hands roaming with possessive hunger. You make me feel unbreakable, he growled, nipping my ear. Our lovemaking was wild. Cathartic nails raking backs, gasps echoing off walsa release from the cage closing around us. Afterward, spent and sated, he traced lazy circles on my stomach. Lena's piece drops next week. After that, we run. Start fresh. You and me. Somewhere the past can't touch. The dream wrapped around my heart. But reality intruded at dawn. A knock insistent. Official. Hotel security. 2 burly guys in ill-fitting blazers. Mr. Hale. They addressed Alex. Complaint filed. Inappropriate conduct with a guest. Me. My stomach dropped as they escorted us to the manager's office. A sterile box overlooking the alley. The manager, a pinched woman in pearls, steepled her fingers. This establishment prides itself on discretion. Mr. Hale, your personal entanglements are causing disruption. Her eyes flicked to me, disdain veiled. Pack your things. You're terminated. Effective immediately. Alex's face drained of color. But he stood tall. Because I'm gay. Or because someone powerful wants me gone. Silence. Damning. As they handed him his final check, I seethed beside him, hand brushing his in silent solidarity. Outside, rain lashed the streets again, mirroring the storm inside. It's them. Alex spat, hailing a cab. The hospital. They know. At the apartment he sublet in Brooklyn cozy, cluttered with Jamie's photo suite crashed. Fury giving way to desperation. Fight or fold? I asked, pulling him close. Fight. He breathed. And we died in each other, bodies colliding with renewed purpose. Sweat slicked and soul bearing. But as he slept, I slipped out to the fire escape, phone in hand. Time to end my silence. I forwarded the threats to Lena. Incoming. Protect him. Her reply was swift. On it. But Ryan, get out now. They're closer than you think. Morning brought no relief. Alex woke to the news. Lena's draft leaked online. Courtesy of a hack. Partial files. Enough to stir buzz, but not convict. Social media erupted justice for Jamie trending. Mixed with vitriol, slurs. Death threats. Alex scrolled. Face ashen. This is war. We barricaded in the apartment. Fielding calls from supporters, queer activists rallying. A GoFundMe surging. Marcus the lawyer visited. Briefcase brimming. Slap suit incoming from the hospital. But public pressure's our weapon. Testify. Alex nodded. Steel in his spine. For Jamie. For every kid like Ryan. Scared to come out. His glance my way melted me. That night. Over takeout falafel. We dreamed aloud. A life in San Francisco. Maybe. Rainbows literal and figurative. Laughter came easier. Love deeper. But as sirens wailed outside, I glimpsed a car idling across the street, black sedan. Tinted windows. Paranoia or predator. The climax built relentlessly. Lena's full piece hit the Times. The silent epidemic. How one hospital let a gay man die. Interviews with us. Anonymized at first. But Alex's resolve cracked the mask. I'm done hiding. He told her. The backlash was biblical protests at the hospital gates. Board members resigning. The doctor suspended. But victory tasted bittersweet. My ex escalated. Outing me to my parents via email chain. Dad's response, disowned. Don't darken our door. Tears came then. Hot and unbidden. As Alex held me through the sobs. They don't define you. He murmured. Rocking us both. I do. We do. Yet the threats turned physical. A brick through the apartment window at midnight. Scrawled with queer scum. Police came. Took statements. But their apathy stung. Hate crime. Alex pressed. But they shrugged. Busy night. We fled to a safe house upstate. Courtesy of Ali Issa lakeside cabin. Autumn leaves carpeting the dock. There. Amid wood smoke and starlight. We reclaimed intimacy. Slow dances by the fire. Confessions whispered over cocoa. I love you. I said first. The words a key turning in my chest. Secret or no? His smile broke through clouds. Love you more. That night. Under quilts heavy with history. We made promises tattooed in skin and spirit. But secrets demand reckoning. A call from Marcus, the doctors confessing. Immunity for names. It's over. Elation. Then dread. Not for us. Alex said. Voice hollow. They'll come for revenge. He was right. As we packed for the city. Tires crunched gravel a car. Same sedan. Gunshots shattered the peace. Glass exploding. I shoved Alex down. Heart thundering. As bullets whined. Run. I yelled. Dragging him toward the woods. We bolted. Branches whipping faces. Breaths ragged. Sirens wailed distant. But the pursuer was close, footsteps crashing. Split up. Alex urged. But I refused. Gripping his hand. In a clearing. We whirled facing a lone figure. Ski masked. Gun raised. Time slowed. For Jamie. The man snarled. But Alex stepped forward. Voice thunder. He died loving. You. You'll rot hating. A shot mine. From the pistol Marcus insisted we carry. The attacker crumpled. Mask slipping to reveal a hospital orderly. Eyes wild with fanaticism. Police swarmed soon after. Cuffing him as we collapsed. Entwined. The aftermath was a whirlwind of statements and spotlights. News vans clogged the cabin's drive. Microphones thrust like spears. Heroes. They called us. But heroes don't wake screaming from nightmares of what-ifs. Alex and I retreated to the city, holed up in a new hotel, not the Elysium, but a quaint spot in the village. Anonymous amid the bustle. Therapy sessions became ritual, a queer counselor named Theo, soft-spoken with a knack for unraveling knots. Trauma bonds you, he said one gray afternoon, as rain pattered the window. But it can break you too, if you let it. Alex nodded, hand in mine. The scar on his forearm from a flying shard, a fresh reminder. Publicly, we were icons. TEDx invites, Pride panels, a documentary in talks. Privately, doubts crept. Am I enough? I asked one night. Post-lovemaking, his head pillowed on my thigh. Without the fight. He lifted, eyes fierce. You're everything. The fight found you and made us win. His touch reaffirmed it. Slow and reverent, mapping freckles like constellations. In those moments, romance bloomed and knew not fireworks, but steady hearth glow, warming the fractures. Family rifts festered. My sister, the outlier, called, Dad's wrong. Come home for real this time. Tears flowed as I spilled to Alex. His arms a harbor. We'll go together, he promised. Show them the man who saved me. Jamie's family thawed to a sister emailing tentative olive branches. Read the article. Sorry doesn't cut it. But we're trying. Forgiveness wasn't instant, but it cracked the door. Work reshaped. I quit corporate drudgery for advocacy, penning op-eds on coming out in crisis. Alex consulted for hotels on inclusivity. His story a blueprint. Evenings. We cooked burnt risotto, turning to laughter. Wine-fueled dances in the kitchen. But scars itched. A routine checkup unearthed my own fears. Test for everything. I told the doc. Echoes of Jamie haunting. Negative. Thank God. But the wait was agony. Alex waited with me. Grip iron. Whatever, he said post-results, pulling me into a waltz. We're bulletproof now. Winter blanketed the city in hush. We strung lights on our tiny balcony, overlooking snow-dusted stoops. Holiday cards poured in from strangers, thanking us for courage. One night, mulled cider steaming. Alex knelt, not with a ring too soon, too loaded, but with Jamie's old keychain. Engraved, forever starts here. Marry me, he asked, voice breaking. Not today, but when you're ready. I pulled him up, kissing away salt. Yes. All the yes. Spring unfurled green. And with it, trials. The doctor testified. Tears streaming. I was scared of lawsuits, of scandal. But it was wrong. Convictions followed. Reforms whispered in boardrooms. We watched from the gallery, hands clasped. Justice a quiet thunder. Yet humanity's underbelly lingered. A protest turned ugly counter-demonstrators hurling epithets. Go back to your disease. One screamed. Alex froze. Flashback hitting. But I shielded him. Voice booming. Love won. Deal with it. Home. We decompressed with bubble baths. His back to my chest. Water lapping like waves. Proud of you, I murmured, soaping his shoulders. Lovemaking followed. Tender. Affirming reminders we were whole. Summer heat waves baked the streets. But we escaped to Fire Island. Dunes whispering secrets. There, on a beach at sunset, we exchanged vows, unofficial sand between toes. Ocean roaring approval. I choose you. Every scar. Every dawn. Alex said. Ring less, but ringed in commitment. Back in the city. Life normalized. If such a word fits. Friends multiplied. Lena's barbecues. Marcus's game nights. My parents. A strained dinner. Dad's apology gruff. Didn't know. Healing. Inch by inch. One crisp fall eve. A year post-chaos. We stood on the high line again. Leaves swirled. City pulsing. That first key. Alex mused. Arm around me. Best mistake I never made. I turned. Kissing him deep. Secrets out. And it's ours to keep. But stories don't end neat. They evolve. A positive test, not dread. But hope. Adoption papers for a boy. Orphaned like our younger selves. Family. Alex breathed. Hand on my belly-flat stomach. No. Wait, foster first. But the dream swelled. Through it all. Love-anchored kisses in elevators. Arguments over dishes dissolving into make-up sex. Quiet mornings with coffee and crosswords. Ryan and Alex, no longer secrets. But survivors. Lovers. Architects of a life unreturnable. As autumn deepened, the city donned its fiery cloak, and our lives intertwined further. Threads weaving a tapestry resilient against fray. The adoption process loomed like a beacon endless paperwork. Home visits. The bureaucratic ballet of proving worthiness. They'll see. Alex assured during our first interview. His hand steady on my knee under the social worker's desk. We're not just surviving. We're thriving. The worker, a kind-eyed Latina named Sophia, nodded, scribbling notes. Your story's compelling. Trauma turned to testimony that's powerful for a kid. We left buoyed, stopping for gelato on the way home, spoons clinking like toasts. That night, nerves jangling, we channeled energy into each other slow, exploratory, rediscovering curves and hollows as if anew. Our future, Alex whispered against my skin, and I believed it. Body and soul. Challenges arose. As they do. My job at the advocacy nonprofit hit snags of funder balked at controversial hires. Code for us. Let them choke on their bigotry. I fumed over dinner. But Alex's calm prevailed. Pivot. We write our rules. He was right. A grassroots campaign netted triple the loss. Supporters flocking like moths to our flame. Jamie's anniversary approached. A specter soft now. We visited his grave in Queens. Wildflowers in hand. The air crisp with turning leaves. Miss you, Alex said. Kneeling. Voice raw. I stood sentinel. Then joined. Arm around him. He'd love this you. Happy. Tears mingled with wind. Catharsis. Back home. We hosted a vigil intimate. Candles flickering on the rooftop. Queer elders shared tales of Stonewall nights. Younger voices vowing no complacency. Laughter wove through grief. Toasts raised, to secrets spilled. Loves reclaimed. As stars pricked the sky, Alex pulled me aside. Into shadows. Dance with me. No music but heartbeat. Sway slow. World fading. The kiss ignited. Hands wandering. But we paused public. Yet private in our bubble. Home meant bed. Passion unhurried. Affirming life's pulse. Winter's grip tightened. Holidays a test. My family gathering, tense at first. Dad's chair empty in protest. But Mom's pie and sister's hugs bridged gaps. Brought someone special. I introduced Alex. And eyes widened. Then softened. Stories flowed awkward. Reland by Yolog's glow. Acceptance flickered. Alex's kin proved warmer. His sister's wedding in Chicago a whirlwind of joy. We two-stepped at the reception. His hand warm in mine. Whispers of soon ours. Vows exchanged under Midwestern stars. Family now extended. Spring thawed doubts. Foster approval cameo boy. Elias. 8. Wide-eyed with foster system scars. First visit, park bench. Swings creaking. Like superheroes. He asked. Gap-toothed grin. Nah. Alex replied. Pushing gently. Just guys who love big. My heart swelled. Potential parent. Not pretender. Home trials, Elias's nightmares. Our patience stretched. One storm-lashed night. Thunder booming. He crawled between us. Tiny frame trembling. Stay? Plea pierced. We did. Stories spun till dawn, tales of brave knights. Not capes but courage. Morning brought pancakes. Syrup sticky bonds. Public life amplified. Book deal for our story. Keys to the unseen. Tours meant separations, Alex in LA. Me in Boston but calls bridged. Sex spiced. Reunion in a roadside motel. Frantic. Fun. Reaffirming. Summer solstice. We wed small. Beachside in Provincetown. Waves crashing chorus. Vows handwritten. In shadows and light. I choose you. Rings simple gold. Etched with keys. Dance floors sand-dusted. First as husband's electric. Then tender under moon. Elias walked us down an aisle of seashells. Flower crown askew. Family. He beamed. And we were messy. Mighty. Fall circled back. Elias's adoption finalized. Courtroom tears. Judge's gavel a grace note. Dad's. He tested. Hugging fierce. Home. Cake-smeared faces. Laughter echoing. Yet humanity's hues. A colleague outed forcibly. We rallied funds. Lawyers. Frontlines. Cycle breaks with us. Alex said. Protesting arm in arm. Bruises faded. Resolve hardened. Through seasons. Love evolved, mornings tangled. Arguments aired. Dreams shared. Ryan and Alex, husbands. Fathers. Guardians of secrets turned stories. Unreturnable. Unbreakable. 2 years into fatherhood. The rhythm of our life pulsed with Elias's chaos, soccer cleats by the door. Crayon murals on fridge. Bedtime battles won with pirate tales. Mornings dawned to small feet pattering. Daddies. Pancakes. Alex. Ever the chef. Flipped flapjacks while I brewed coffee. Stealing kisses over the stove. Lucky us. He'd murmur. Flour dusted, nose bumping mine. Work balanced precariously, my nonprofit expanded. Satellite offices in Atlanta. Chicago fighting for queer youth. Echoes of my Ohio youth. Alex's consulting firm boomed. Training chains from Hilton to boutique B&Bs on allyship. No more ghosts at the desk. He'd quip. But his eyes held pride. Challenges nipped, Elias's questions. Innocent barbs. Why 2 daddies? Kids at school say weird. Heart clench. But we knelt. Honest. Love's a shape. Kiddo. Ours is this. Books helped, and tango makes 3, cuddles clarifying. School meeting followed. Teacher apologetic. Bully's parents stern-faced. Zero tolerance. We insisted. And change rippled rainbow stickers. Assemblies. Anniversaries marked milestones, our 3rd. A getaway to the Keys, Florida, sun kissing skin. Elias with grandparents. Hotel balcony. Sunset champagne. Love-making lazy. Ocean lullaby. Still sparks. Alex teased. Fingers tracing wedding band. Eternal flame. But shadows lingered, societal. A bill in Albany. Anti-trans youth care. Ignited fury. We marched. Elias home safe. Signs aloft. Protect our kids. Chance horse. Hands linked. Solidarity steel. Post-rally. Exhaustion bred, closeness bath drawn. Salt soothing. Bodies aligning in steam. Weary warriors. I sighed. And he hummed agreement. Lips soft on shoulder. Family wove tighter, my parents visited. Dad's gruff, proud. Son, over barbecue. Mom doting on Elias. Alex's sister birthed a niece. Playdates chaotic joy. Holidays grand Thanksgiving tables groaning. Toasts to kin chosen and blood. Elias's first crush, a classmate. Boy with freckles. Nervous. He confessed. Tie crooked for dance. We coached BU. Heart open and post-event glow, he said yes. High fives. Ice cream celebration. Like us. Alex winked. And legacy bloomed. Professional peaks. My book hit bestseller. Tours with Alex, tag teaming panels. Q&A raw. Coming out midlife. Terrifying. Transformative. Crowds nodded. Stories shared, ripples widening. Personal dips. Health scare. Alex's checkup flagging cholesterol. Jamie shadow. He admitted. Vulnerable. I rally kale smoothies. Trail runs in Prospect Park. Dawn jogs hand in hand. Team hail. A punt. And laughter healed. Summer camp for Elias. Drop off tears. Our nest quiet. Rediscovered dates Broadway show. Intermission makeouts in alley. Home. Empty bed playground passion rediscovered. Uninhibited. Echoing youth. Fall harvest, school play. Elias as tree, proudly. Curtain call applause. Our cheers loudest. After party pie. Whispers of more. Second child dream stirring. Winter wonder, snowman building. Elias's giggles pure. Eve firelit. Stories spun our saga sanitized for tiny ears. And they lived boldly. Alex concluded. Tucking him in. Spring renewal, positive stick foster girl. Mia. 4. Curls wild. Integration tender jealousies aired. Hugs mending. Big bro. Elias beamed. And family quadrupled. Trials tempered, custody hearing for Mia. Biomom's relapse. Testimony gut wrench. We offer stability. Love unconditional. Gavel favor. Sobs of relief. Home. Balloons. Bonds sealed. Through tempests. Love anchored disagreements diffused with I hear you. Intimacy intentional. Ryan. Alex. Elias. Mia, mosaic family. Secrets alchemized to strength. Horizons endless. Hearts full. 5 years post-vows. Our home in Brooklyn's brownstone hummed with layered lives, Mia's lullabies mingling with Elias's guitar strums. Walls papered in finger paint and framed headlines of our triumphs. Mornings choreographed, Alex wrangling breakfast. Me packing lunches. Kids' backpacks zipped amid pleas for one more story. Later. Adventurers. I'd promise. Ruffling hair. Stealing a peck from Alex's routine romance. Worn smooth as sea glass. Careers crested, my org national. Chapters blooming like dandelions. Alex keynote at Pride Fests. Voice resonant. Stories stirring souls. From Concierge to Catalyst. MCs joked. But we knew the cost nights prepping till dawn. Coffee IVs. Parenting pivots. Elias's teen angst brewing. Hormones havoc. Nobody gets it. He slammed doorpost argument. Crush unrequited. We waited. Then talked Alex, sharing Jamie pangs. Me my hidden high school heartaches. Pain passes. Authenticity endures. Door cracked. Hug hesitant, but healing. Mia's quieter storms, nightmares of loss. Thumb-sucking regressions. Dull tea parties soothed. You're safe. Sprite. Coups constant. Society's swells, landmark ruling. Marriage equality ripple to trans rights. We celebrated street side. Rainbow flags waving. Kids on shoulders. But backlash brewed hate groups picketing schools. Slurs scrawled on lockers. PDA battles. Inclusivity curriculum now. Victories small. Seismic. Family fusions. Annual Ohio pilgrimage. My parents' farm now ally outpost rainbow flag on porch. Dad grilling with so. Tell me about work. Tears rare. But real progress pieced. Alex's kin closer. Holidays in Chicago. Niece toddling. Sister toasting, uncles extraordinaire. Laughter loud. Legacies linked. Anniversaries intimate. 5th. Cabin revisit kids with sitters. Us reclaiming quiet. Lake swims nude. Laughter bubbling. Evenings stargazing. Hands entwined. Lovemaking evolved knowing. Kind. Crescendoing to shudders shared. Aging gracefully. Alex quipped. Gray flex charming. Challenges crested, my burnout. Deadlines drowning. Step back. Alex urged. Spa day and forced massage melting knots. His presence panacea. Reciprocated, his conference anxiety. Pre-talk pep with you've got this. Love. Kids milestones, Elias's prom. Suit sharp. Corsage pinned by proud dads. Nail it. Fist bump. Mia's ballet recital. Tutu twirls. Flowers flung. Post-show ice cream. Encore. Cheers. Public pulses, documentary premiere. Red carpet awkward flashes blinding. Questions probing. Regrets. Reporter prodded. None. All led here. Clips viral. Inspo igniting. Personal profundities, therapy tandem. Unpacking parenthood pressures. We're enough. Affirmations echoed. Health hymns, annuals clean. But talks turned estate plans. For them. Summer sojourns, family road trip. Yellowstone geysers gushing wonder. Tent tales. Esmore sticky. Bonds bonfired. Fall follies, Elias's college apps. Essays on identity, two dads taught me love spectrum. Acceptances reigned. Tears proud. Mia's school play. Which cackles comedic. Winter warmth. Holidays hybrid Brooklyn lights. Ohio snow. Sledding slopes. Scarves shared. Secrets swapped in whispers. Spring sprouts. Elias off to NYU. Dorm drop teary. Call anytime. Hugs lingering. Mia's gap year dreams. Art abroad pondered. Trials traversed. Cyberbullying spike. Trolls targeting our family online. Block and build. Alex decreed. Digital fortress fortified. Ally army amplified statements solidarity. Through flux. Love luminous date nights dancing. Arguments aired amiably. Intimacies inventive. Ryan and Alex, elders now. Examples enduring. Kids our compass. Community our chorus life symphony. Secrets symphonized to song.